Hello everyone, Treecks here. Can you guess what game we're playing here? Because this picture's not showing a whole lot. This is quite mysterious, isn't it? This looks like something that belongs in Gruntilda's quiz at the end of the game. Oh, oops, spoiler alert. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's get back to serious business. We've had our joke of the day. Let's return to Banjo-Kazooie, because that is of course the game we're playing. Gobi's Valley we are at, still. Stage is a little bit longer than I expected. But still, we are quite near the end. We are going to finish it off today. We've got pretty much one thing left to do, all of the aerial business in this stage. I'm talking about the ring guy we see over there. And the Kazooie target on top of the final pyramid we have not done yet. Excluding Jinxie over here. Speaking of Jinxie, he actually opened up at the end of the previous episode. I think I'll do his bit last. He's pretty close to the exit pad anyway, so I can easily pick up the stuff in him last. Let's get the flying business out of the way. Even though this is not the only flight pad in the level officially, but it is the easiest accessible one. So this one is usually the one I use. And especially after the water is in the middle section, then you can't even access the other flight pads anymore. Okay, let's first take care of you, Mr. Ring Guy. Obviously need to fly through you. Summon all the hidden rings of the ancients to beat the witch. Okay. I was expecting we were supposed to beat Gruntilda with a final battle or something, a boss battle at the end of the game. Apparently in this game it does not work like that. But I'll take it. Would be a pretty interesting way, actually beating the final boss of a game before actually finishing off the game. So, let's go fly through his rings and get rid of Gruntilda. A lot quicker than we expected to. I believe there's 4 or 5 of these guys, and the next one actually appears the moment you fly through the current one, as you can see. And that is how it works. Oh, and there's of course the Honeycomb piece. It's 2 episodes ago that we activated it now. And only now I'm finally going to get it. And in all honesty, even now I would have actually forgotten about it if it wasn't for the fact that I actually saw it. Because I'm going to be honest here. It is that it came into my view just now, otherwise I would have forgotten about it. But anyway, forgetting business aside, this is something I'm not forgetting. Oh, this is the final one. Only joking, mortal. We can only give you this. Of course you're joking. And that would have been way too easy. Oh, let's not hit the wall. Dang it. Waiting boots, help me. Okay, thank you. Let's grab them. The quickest way to get out of here safely. The Jiggy spawned on top of Jinxie, as you might have saw. Right near the flight pad. And since we're on our way back there anyway, we can immediately pick it up. There's clearly more things to do in the air. In fact, one more thing. The second one I actually took care of just now, the Honeycomb piece. So, only that Kazooie target up there remains. And yes, it's finally going to be time to use the move that we actually went into Freezeezy Peak for. The massive Kazooie missile attack, like I usually call it. Don't know why, but Kazooie's missile attack, or the beak bomb as it's officially called, is actually used in order to open up this final pyramid over here. So, go here after Freezeezy Peak, or go into Freezeezy Peak quickly in order to learn the move you need for this one, and then go back here. Okay, that taken care of. It is funny that you actually get a timer to get into this pyramid. I'm not too sure why, but apparently Rare thought that was a good idea. But anyway, let's go in. Let's see what we can find in here. Okay, there's a dude in the middle. Looking at the way he's dressed, he seems to be from India or something. But the most important thing about him is that he's actually human. You don't see a whole lot of humans in this game. Before we actually interact with him, don't forget about the notes here. There's actually a note in all of these niches over here. So don't forget a single one, I would say. Especially the ones on the south wall are easily overlooked, because you don't actually see them in view. There's a total of 8 notes in here. And once you've got them all, let's go do the main gist of this pyramid. Hello, my friend. I am Ruby. Can I be of some help? No? We're looking for treasure, pipe boy. Very good. I see some up there. It's yours if you can get it, yes? Okay, it would be nice if you actually explain me what I need to do. Okay, in that case, I'll do it myself. As he points out, there's actually a Jiggy floating way up there. Obviously something we cannot jump. But here in the middle we can actually see a basket. And something spinning around it. And that something we need to lay eggs in. Hey, and a little snaky friend actually reveals himself. But obviously he's not going to come out with only 1 egg. We need more of them. And 4. It starts spinning faster and faster, as you can see, making it a little bit harder. Ah, 1,000 thanks. My friend Histop will now help you on your quest. Okay, he starts playing his pipe. And our snaky friend will stretch out conveniently high enough so we can reach the Jiggy. And that is number 8. Okay, let's see if I can time this correctly. Now! Ah, too late. That is something I always do. Try to actually pound his stuff back into his little basket. Even though he officially does it himself, of course. After time runs out. But I usually try to make it look in such a way that I was actually the one who pounded him back in. But I was a little bit too late for that today, it seems. I used to have that timing down a lot better when I played this game more often. Okay, final thing we need to do in this level is the interior of Jinxie. Pretty easy to do. As you can see, there's a couple of flying carpets, which we need to actually ascend towards Jiggy. But first, let's go grab all of the stuff down here. 5 things to note down here. Or must I say 4 things to note? Because there are 4 notes. And the 5th thing is actually a Mambo token. And just enough blue eggs in order to fill out my inventory again. Also pretty nice. Okay, let's return over here. Let's go see what fun things we can do over here. As you can see, this is the kind of carpet that does not move on its own. We actually need to hit these statues and it will start floating up. Behind us is Jinjo. And in fact, the final one. Jiggy number 9. And the 10th one waiting for us at the end of this challenge. Let's go reinitiate it. Because obviously the carpets don't stay up. In case you fall down. No need to soft lock yourself in a situation like this. Okay, final note. Final statue. Second attempt. And with that, also the final Jiggy. Gobi's Valley is complete. Yeah, you deserve to dance for that, Banjo. Let's go. Because we're done with Gobi Valley, but not with the game. Not by a long shot. This was only World 5 after all. Or World 6, depending on which order you actually approach the Freezeezy Peak / Gobi's Valley dual layout. Okay, 34 minutes, not bad. Especially since I was goofing around a little bit at the end of the previous episode. Let's go shorten that time a little bit by running our way out of here. The running shoes, the whole reason why we couldn't complete Freezeezy Peak entirely before we started tackling this stage. But that's now been taken care of. Ever since we went in there, the running shoes is now also a move we have, so Freezeezy Peak can now be completed fully as well. Excluding learning the peak bump, obviously, that we already did. Okay, Mr. Scarab doesn't want to die. And I suddenly lost my urge to kill him. Let's move back to the main lobby. There's of course something we need to do here. At least as long as Mr. Mummy does not interfere. The sarcophagus opened up after we hit the witch switch. In Sandy Butt's maze. It's too high to jump normally, even though I think officially you can. but my skills at jumping is not good enough. I need the shock jump pad. And there is Jiggy number 6 for Gruntilda's lair. Thank you very much. And with that we've done everything lower than this floor. Let's move up to the higher floor. Okay, pretty much everything we could have done in this lobby we have already done. With the exception of one thing. The level that is in here. Freezeezy Peak. Even though we've been in here briefly, now it's finally time to seriously go in here. I hurt you. For some reason, whenever you've been in this course, there's also a snowman that spawns here. I don't know why he doesn't appear here the first time, but only after being in Freezeezy Peak. And then even Gruntilda's lair starts bullying you. Okay, let's finally go explore this place. Not in such a way that I make a straight line for Bottles' molehill. Let's go see what we have. The igloo, obviously being the first thing of interest. Okay, who lives in here? Ooh, there's 3 little polar bears in here. Interesting. Where's our presents? Our dad Boggy said he was fetching them. He's been gone ages. Wah. Boggy? That sounds familiar. In fact, if we actually look around in this igloo, we actually see some pictures. And indeed, not just the name, but also the guy himself. He looks familiar. Haven't we met him before? Somewhere? Around here? Okay, just some eggs behind here. Give me that 200th one. Yeah, indeed. The first time we were in here, we met this guy. This is apparently Boggy. And we also know why he didn't come back to his kids. He apparently swallowed a Jiggy. And there's no way for us to get it out. And also no way for himself to get it out. So he's lying around here, helplessly. And his kids also being helplessly miserable because of not receiving presents. The whole reason why he was apparently out. Stop throwing snowballs at me, I warned you the last time. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Ow. I don't like you guys. Okay, let's not get distracted by the snowman. There is a Christmas tree here. That's pretty obvious. Of course, we can do something with it. There's a box here, which we can open. We're the Twinklies. Protect us from the Twinkly Munchers as we hop across to our tree. If enough of us get there, we can light the tree for you. Okay. Oh, help. Twinkly Munchers. Mmm, crunchy and tasty. Okay, I gotta give it to Rare. Who, in their right mind, comes with the idea to actually create a monster that eats Christmas lights. The idea alone. But okay, what we need to do here is pretty obvious. These guys actually pop up in intervals. We need to take them out so they actually retract for a moment, giving the Twinklies a chance to actually get past them. Sounds pretty easy. In all honesty, it's a little bit harder than it looks actually, because the timing for this can be quite annoying. The Twinklies actually walk a little bit too slow, if you know what I mean. If you can even call it walking, what these guys are doing. They hop around a little bit too slow, I must say. The interval in which these munchers actually pop out is a little bit quicker than the hopping speed of these lights, and therefore this can be quite annoying in all honesty. But once you do... Phew, that was close, but we made it. Now switches on. Okay, that's also not going to be too difficult. The cutscene actually showed where the on switch is. Oh yeah, of course, these guys actually split into 2 before they finally die. But the plus side is they do drop 2 honeycombs, as you can see. Okay, this switch is 3 on. Oh yeah, of course, this requires 3 as well. My apologies. Yippee! Be a star and you'll find your reward. Hurry! Okay, and we're still not done yet. There's more to this event. We actually need to fly through the star at the top of the Christmas tree. And that is something we also need to do. And it is actually timed, so don't wait until doing this. Otherwise I would be crazy enough to actually leave this behind and actually do another Jiggy first. I would be stupid enough to do that. That is just the kind of guy I am. Okay, just like with the on switch, 3 times we need to fly through the star. Once again, 1 time is apparently not enough. And then we actually receive our Jiggy. However, we did not see where it was. Even though it's not really that hard to find out. We could clearly see the interior of the tree. Come on, stupid invisible wall. In that case, let's walk up here. In this tree, we can actually climb. And this is where the Jiggy is going to be. However, there's also going to be a lot more things to grab here. First of all, a present. These actually also appear in this stage. I'm a present. Give me to someone sad. Well, we know plenty of people who are sad. Igloo, anyone? It looks like even that Boggy wasn't able to do. He left his children all alone in their misery to get them some presents. He never came back. In fact, he never even got the presents. That guy can't do anything right, it seems. Okay, I think the notes are actually the only thing you can actually grab here that's required, other than the Jiggy itself, of course. There we go. It took a while, but here is Jiggy number 1 for Freezeezy Peak. Okay, and now for the matter of going down. Falling is by far the best method to do that. Oh, the game should have had more screen transitions where you actually go at the bottom of the screen. So you can finally let yourself go without having to worry about fall damage. Will you stop doing that? Okay, now I'm tired of you guys. I'm going to take care of you right away. Here is the flight pad, and that we actually need in order to take care of them. After we grab the Jinjo here, it's time to hit the skies. And actually find out that the X on the heads of these guys is not there for nothing. That is a target we need to hit. Or a target we need to miss. Is the water too cold for you, Banjo? Well, stay out then. Yeah, also something you need to remember. As you can see, just like with the piranha water or the quicksand from the previous 2 stages, this stage has something similar. The water in here, we can't go in without getting damaged. The water is too cold. Icy water, you might say. So that is your reward if you start missing these guys. Okay, here's a witch switch. But of course, we're first going to take care of you guys before we land again. Might as well take care of all of them. I hate these guys so much, I'm going to take care of every single one of you before I continue doing even a single thing in this stage. Okay, here's the next one. This one's a little bit higher up. Aha, you guys can't aim. But I can. We're not mentioning the first time I tried. Okay. Here we go. Bam. Okay, extra honeycomb piece below him. And this should be the final one. Yeah, there we go. The moment the Jiggy spawns all the way at the top of the giant snowman, then you know you are done. In fact, let's go up there immediately. And in the meantime also hit these targets, because the buttons at the belly of the snowman are actually also peak bomb targets. The Kazooie missile. Bam. 3 of them. And the Jiggy spawns at the very bottom of the snowman. In fact, even coming from his bottom. Oh, rare. Why is that a thing? Okay, let's fly up to the top of the snowman. And that's actually a place you can only reach through the air, so might as well go there immediately. So we have all of the flying business out of the way immediately. unlike in Gobi's Valley. Let's grab the notes that are at the edges. Careful not to fall. Because it does require quite a number of red feathers to get up here. So you easily run out. Okay, this is the final guardian for the Jiggy. We are not impressed. Thank you. Okay, I'm not too sure if I'm full health. Did get hit by the water. Okay. Now let's go grab the Jiggy. Jiggy number 2. Freezeezy Peak has officially started. And what better place to actually finish off this episode than the very top of the snow world. Perhaps even the highest point you can actually reach in the game. Awesome view. Ugly moon, by the way. No matter. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. See you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone, and Treecks out.